It's time now for Spears on Sports with John Spears, presented by M&M Carnage. And now, here's Johnny.
And Tony.
And Scooter. The gang is back together again. Welcome in, Spears on Sports, presented by M&M Carnage. Oh, what a weekend we had.
So this is Christmas.
John Spears, Tony Burke, Scooter Dingus. Full disclosure, this is my only show of the week.
Boo!
Yeah, the show goes on tomorrow.
Yeah!
Tony Burke will be here. But I've got Kentucky and Bellarmine tomorrow on the Bellarmine Sports Network.
But wait, that game's not till 7.
1 p.m.
Oh, is it really 1?
1 o'clock.
Hell
dude.
yeah, that's awesome.
It's great for me. Get up early, go have breakfast, and go down to Rupp Arena, play home by 5.
So y'all got to leave. You're leaving today, then?
No, we're leaving in the morning.
Oh.
They're practicing really early. Team dinner at the Audubon Country Club tomorrow. Team breakfast.
I think the Knights are a 7-point underdog.
Heading on down. Is that for each TV timeout? I don't know what the spread is. I don't care what the spread is. Obviously, this is, if you go position by position, it's a bit of a mismatch. But we'll see. And, Tony, you brought up a good point before we went on the air. Kentucky, as bad as they've played sometimes this year, they have lambasted the lesser opponents.
Yeah, they have.
The non-Power 4 schools.
30, 40 points.
So, but you know what? I get to call a game in Rupp Arena tomorrow, so pretty excited.
You've been at the Yum Center?
Yep.
Freedom Hall?
Yep.
When do you get to go to Duke?
I missed that year.
Yeah,
that was Doug Orme's last year doing play-by-play. They went to Duke, Kansas, UCLA, and Gonzaga that year.
Man, they got to reschedule that.
I know.
For you.
God, that was it. Now I got BYU, Utah. I got Washington. I got Kansas State a couple times. West Virginia, Louisville a couple times.
Colorado,
and Wyoming. You know, the West Coast swing.
But UCLA and Duke.
I know. Pauley Pavilion.
Those are the kind of places that are.
Cameron. Are you kidding me?
That you got to hit one time.
Well, I don't know if that's ever going to happen.
Yeah.
Because,
don't know if you'll live that long.
I'm getting old. Yeah. I'm just getting old. It is Monday, December 22nd. It's good to be back. Under the weather toward the end of the week last week.
Is it Monday or Thursday?
It's Monday.
But it feels like Thursday.
I thought it was Tuesday.
Dude, every day's Friday to me and Tony.
It's a good
point. Are you kidding me? But it is good to be back. The M&M Carnage Hotline's open, 384-1450, 502-384-1450. If you'd like to join in on the conversation, the Gameday Men's Health text line open as well, 414-1450. Gameday Men's Health.
I'm getting loose over here.
Redefining men's wellness, no shortcuts, just results. Testosterone, peptides, weight loss, and sexual performance therapy. Visit GamedayMen'sHealth.com to finding a new era in men's health. And hit me up on the text line, 414-1450. Hello, if you're watching on the old YouTube. We appreciate it as always. If you're listening on the podcast, terrific. Or if you're listening at home right now or in your car, we really appreciate it. As always.
Hey, John, where have we been all weekend?
We've been at the King of the Bluegrass. As sick as I was Thursday, I still made it out there to the King of the Bluegrass at Fairdale.
Because you missed it last year.
To watch, yeah, I did. I was out of the town with Bellarmine last year to watch the St. X Tigers try to defend their KOB title, and they're in the finals against the male Bulldogs tonight. Number 1 against number 9 in
District
the state.
Game.
Yeah, just their average. They could play male 5 times this year.
Whoa.
Tonight they're going to play. They're going to play in the regular season. They're going to play in the district final. They could theoretically play in the LIT at some point, and they could play in the regional final as well.
Can't play in the state tournament because they're in the same region and district.
Same district, yeah, same region.
Is LIT bigger than King of the Bluegrass? Which tournament's bigger?
Depends who you ask.
Yeah,
King of the Bluegrass is 40 years old now.
Probably more prestigious in a way because they've invited some great teams from out of but
back in the day.
Back in the day, I think it was.
King of the Bluegrass had Baltimore Dunbar when they had the number 1 team in the country.
Rex Chapman came in.
Apollo, yeah. They've had
the top
unbelievable
teams.
players and teams from out of the state.
Right.
This year, 2 out-of-state teams, one of them doesn't have a victory. But they didn't know that. This was a team that
was the state champion.
State champion last year, but lost everybody.
But if it's called the King of the Bluegrass, why are outside teams coming in?
Well, they've always done it as a national tournament.
Yeah.
But it's no longer the Bluegrass then. It's just the King
it's
that
because
team
it's
can
in the
come in here and
bluegrass.
be the king of the bluegrass.
It's the bluegrass, and then you're the king if you win it. It's not really.
It's just in the bluegrass.
Yeah,
They should change it to King in the Bluegrass.
but
Oh, my God.
they've had. I looked at the list in the program, and the teams
and I
that used
missed
to
him.
come in.
That's what bothers me. I missed him, and now he's saying stuff like that.
Hey, Scoot, the 1 year that John and I went out there, Baltimore Dunbar had Reggie Williams, who played at Georgetown. Reggie Lewis, who played for the Celtics. Muggsy Bogues.
Yep.
They had 8 guys that played Division I, and they came in and won that. They were one of the best, probably, high school teams ever. Yeah.
But in the LIT, here's another thing. The LIT used to have four teams from out somewhere in the state competing, but now it's all Jefferson County, Bullitt County, Oldham County now. So there's no, there's no Lexington. Great Crossing last year didn't play in it. They ended up being state champions.
Yeah, Clay County used to come in.
Yeah.
They out Houston would play Richie Farmer.
And the LIT, it used to be 20 teams. It's now 16, and it's just local teams.
You have to give a trophy. A lot of the teams complain because they never got to play, and that's kind of one of the reasons they changed it.
To include more local teams.
Yeah.
So there's your answer. But we'll be at the King of the Bluegrass final tonight, 7:30. Look, get there early if you want to come. It's always a big crowd.
And with St. X and Male playing
It'll be a really big crowd tonight.
Are y'all calling it or just going as fans?
They won't let us.
They won't let us call Lloyd Gardner over there. He runs it. He's run it since he's been there, which is a long, long time. They don't allow local radio. Now, I know LaRue County did some radio this year.
Because they were out in the state.
Because
they
they're
don't
out
want
in the
local.
state.
They're afraid that they're going to lose attendance.
Which is ridiculous because it's packed every day.
Yeah.
There are not very many empty seats. And it doesn't matter who plays because the community comes out and supports it.
And you had Fairdale playing most nights, St. X playing most nights.
You're guaranteed.
Madison Central brought a lot of people.
Yeah, you're guaranteed 4 games because there's a whole consolation bracket even if you lose in the first round.
Yeah, there's games going in both gyms, and they're right across the hall from each other.
Yeah.
So the lobby's always full. Madison Central had Darren Feldhouse's son, 6'8".
He's good.
Good, man. He's really good.
He's going to Belmont University.
Yes.
Is that right?
Smart kid.
But he can play. Tigers fouled him out last night, and St. X ended up winning that game, I think, by 10.
I think it was it 11?
At the end.
10, 11, right in there.
They also beat a good Warren Central team in the first round. So, really good competition.
And Mel's good. I stayed and watched the Mel Frederick Douglass game last night. You talk about a bloodbath. I've never seen a high school game where they wouldn't call a foul. My goodness.
Frederick Douglass will play Madison Central and Feldhouse in the consolation game tonight.
That'd be a good one.
6 o'clock. So there'll be a lot of people at that game, even though both of those teams are from down in the Lexington area.
And Rajon Rondo's son sprained his ankle in the St. X game, and he didn't play last night. They won. They're playing in the 5th place game. North Oldham is.
Yeah. So a lot of fun. Buzz sent a text. Can you read it for me, Scoot? I can't get it to open up on my phone.
He said LIT used to be tougher to win than the state tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Because they'd have 4 seeded teams from out in the state.
And we say this every year. The 7th region tournament and the 6th region tournament sometimes are more difficult than the state tournament.
Yeah,
because you're going to get teams from smaller regions
like
that just don't have a chance
15th,
to win a state
16th
tournament.
region, stuff like that. When I coached my 20s with the varsity at St. X as an assistant, we used to tell the kids that if you can get out of the 7th region tournament and you get the right draw, you have a darn good chance because just of the competition that you've played in the 7th region.
So that's tonight. We got a lot to get to.
Yeah, sorry I got you off.
You got me off track.
But we had to talk about the Tigers.
We have to. They've only got 1 loss this year, and that was to one of the best teams in the country. So they'll try to go for the win tonight. If you're going to play Male 5 times, you're going to lose 1.
You might lose 2.
It's got to beat the right. It's got to beat the right ones, though.
I disagree.
This might be the right one.
Cole Edlin's now walking through that.
But
they're good. They're good.
They're really good.
Mitchell Kidd, the sophomore.
Oh, I forgot
really
about
good.
Mitchell.
They're
He's
young.
better. He's a lot better than he was.
But they're really talented.
Yeah. They're athletic.
Anyway, all right. Let's talk some playoffs.
Playoffs.
Alabama over Oklahoma 34-24. The the Sooners led 17-0
At home.
Where was my text?
I almost put them in the Sharpie.
Where was my
I
text?
Where was my
sent the
text,
Sharpie.
John?
17-0, John.
I think I sent you a text and you mocked me at some point.
Yeah, you wanted me to bet Louisville when they were down 20.
Against Tennessee.
Tennessee.
That's right. Alabama will now play Indiana in the Rose Bowl. That game should be in Bloomington, Tony.
Yeah.
Gonna be a bad day to be a Roll Tide.
It's also hard to get out the West Coast for the game.
4 o'clock, January 1st. Did you see the spread, Scooter?
7?
7. I use a 7-point favorite over
Not
Al-
enough.
When's the last time you said Indiana's a 7-point favorite over Alabama?
Never.
Yeah, exactly. Miami upsets Texas A&M on the road 10-7.
10-3.
10-3. I'm sorry, I wrote down
For
7.
a game that was low scoring, it was actually still a good game.
I can't believe Texas A&M scored 3 points.
I know.
Miami now gets Ohio State in the Cotton Bowl. Buckeyes are 9.5. That is New Year's Eve, by the way. The Friday,
too many.
The night before New Year's Day, which is always New Year's Eve, in the Cotton Bowl.
Under.
You're going under on Miami and Ohio State.
Oh, yeah. I think definitely.
Ohio State will stop them, but I don't know if they can stop
Miami's
Ohio
got a
State.
good defense, man. Those
Yeah.
defensive ends.
What's the over-under on that, Scoots?
Has to be like 38.5, right?
Let me see.
So I'll let Tony pull that up while I read. Ole Miss beat Tulane 41-10. The Rebels now go to the Sugar Bowl to take on Georgia. 8 o'clock night game on January 1st. Georgia's 6.5. And Oregon over James Madison. Well, that was a bad beat for me because I had the Ducks. They gave up a couple of. They were up 35-3. 51-34 was the final. Oregon will play Texas Tech in the Orange Bowl. That's noon on January 1st. Oregon is actually a 1.5-point favorite over the 4-seed Texas Tech.
I think
Red
that
Raiders.
game's going to be awesome.
Over and under
Ohio State.
42.5.
That's a low number
Yeah, under.
in college. What's Big Al the Fish say? All right.
Can't make it low enough.
You can complain all you want. This is what's great about the NFL is that it's just about the math. NFL's just about the math. Carolina won yesterday. They beat Tampa. If they win one more, they're in. There's no arguing who's supposed to be in. You know, if the Ravens don't make it, well, you know, Lamar was. They lost. They lost. The Kansas City Chiefs. Oh man, you know, if Patrick was, they lost. It doesn't matter. It's all about the math. What is your win-loss total? Pittsburgh's going to get in, Scooter.
Yeah.
What happened last night at the end of that game? It was crazy.
I didn't see it.
It was crazy. I think it was the wrong call that was actually the right call. Because forward progress was stopped by Amon-Ra St. Brown when he lateraled the ball. Goff went into the end zone. They end up calling offensive interference on Amon-Ra St. Brown. I'm not sure that was the right call, but the result was correct. No way should they have allowed that to be a touchdown and Detroit win that game. But Pittsburgh won. That's all that matters in the NFL. That's what's great about the NFL. What's bad about college football is we don't have to have a committee in the NFL. We have to have a committee in college football to tell me who's supposed to be in the playoff. James Madison, God love him. Tulane, God love him, didn't belong in the playoff.
No.
But they did what the rules said they had to do. Win your conference, be one of the top, be high enough ranked by the committee that you get into the playoff. And they were both ranked ahead of Duke. So they got in. I think
Yeah, but why did both get in? That's the one thing I still
because
don't
the top
understand.
4 conferences
Because the
get
ACC
in.
screwed
And
them.
the ACC was 5th.
But those 4 conferences should take precedent over the other 2 conferences.
They should, but they don't. And maybe they will next year. And I think Nick Saban made a great point when he said, when you get to the baseball playoffs, they don't let AAA teams in. Because that's what they did here. They let AAA teams into the playoff who didn't have a chance. Yes, James Madison covered. They made it close. Still lost by 17.
And no score. They were never in the game.
They were never in the game. Tulane was never in the game. Ole Miss scored in 3 plays.
Less than a minute.
In less than a minute. And I went, oh. And John Sumrall went, I think I should head to Florida now.
Yeah, he was making phone calls to recruits.
He should have been. He should have been.
But, John, here's why I think they did that. Their first thought process was like the NCAA men's basketball tournament.
Got to be fair for everybody.
There's upsets. They're not going to have upsets in those games.
Not in the playoffs.
Ever.
Not at that spot.
Not at that level.
Was Alabama over Oklahoma an upset? Maybe.
It was a pretty even game.
It was 2 SEC teams.
Yeah.
Was Miami an upset over Texas A&M?
No.
In College Station? Probably yes.
Yeah, but not a big
You're
one.
going to have upsets, but they're going to be close games, and they're going to be where you don't know which team's better. You have no idea. We knew Ole Miss was better than Tulane. They beat them by 35 in the regular season. We knew Oregon was better, especially at home than James Madison.
51 by the new UK football coach.
FTS, Tony, feed the studs, right? That's his philosophy, feed the studs. So while the playoffs are great and they're probably going to expand to 16 and they're going to change the rules a little bit, and if I'm going to let 1 out of 16 teams be a non-Power 4 school, that's fine. Keep in mind, the Pac-12 is back next year. There's different teams.
And it's not
Washington State, Oregon
strong.
State.
It's weak.
Plus Boise and whoever else comes out of the Mountain West. Is it going to be a player?
Shouldn't be.
We'll see. We'll see. But if you give me 1 non-Power 5 school out of 16, I think I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But if you give me 2 out of 8, 2 out of 12,
that's too many.
That's too many. And Notre Dame can complain, and Vanderbilt can complain, and BYU can complain all they want. But these are the rules that they allowed to be laid down in stone. And once Duke won, you could just feel the committee going, oh, no. We had Virginia. All they had to do was win. We would have only had to put one of these other 2 teams in, and we would have saved a lot of face.
But even still,
they didn't.
Is Virginia putting up a better fight?
I was thinking
But
that
if Virginia had won, though, they would only have had 2 losses if they'd have won the ACC title game.
I still think the result would be the same.
But those teams only had
Probably.
Jimmy Madison, but they have 1 loss.
But who they
Louisville.
play?
They lost to Louisville.
They lost a little.
But how excited are you about these next 4 games?
I'm very excited.
I am too. I think they're great games.
In fact, I wish I could watch them. But Bellarmine plays West Georgia on New Year's Day.
Well, you can watch
7
them.
o'clock. It's 7 o'clock.
You can have your phone in front of you.
So I'm going to miss the Sugar Bowl.
Oh, somebody. Oh, touch.
Believe me, Tony.
Gooden scored.
I've had my phone on before. All right, let's take a break. We'll talk about Kentucky's improbable come-from-behind win over St. John's. Louisville takes care of Montana. Indiana has an easy one and another easy one tonight. I got to get the NFL in today because I'm off tomorrow. So we'll talk about that as well. And birthdays, Spears on Sports, presented by M&M Cartage, Big A. Welcome back. Spears on Sports presented by M&M Carnage. John, Tony, and Scooter. I guess no six-pack this week.
What?
Well, I'd have to do it right now. Or I can send it in with Tony tomorrow. Maybe I'll send it in with Tony.
Maybe tomorrow, Scoot, we'll just drink a six-pack.
How'd the
I got the playoffs, but that's still a week away.
did you do a six-pack last week?
I didn't. I wasn't here. Remember, I was sick.
Tony, how'd you all do?
We're 2-1-1.
Gross.
Hey, you know, hey, I don't normally say this, but we picked 3, and Al picked 2.
Did you have the Giants, I guess, with 3?
I didn't.
Al picked Dallas.
And the Giants. 3.
Tony had the 2 winners, which were Pittsburgh
and Jacksonville.
And Jacksonville.
And tonight we have Indy, but it doesn't matter. I just took the Monday night game, hoping we were 4-0 and we could hedge.
M&M Carnage Hotline's open, 502-384-1450, 384-1450 if you'd like to join in on the conversation. The Thorntons, oh, wow.
Wow.
It's been a while since I did that.
Well, you were thinking about getting some gas one day.
I need to get some gas.
That's been over a year, John.
Woo, not good, Scooter.
How about the Gameday?
Gameday Men's Health text line is open as well, 414-1450. Any text to the show, Scooter?
Patrick Murphy texted in, giving y'all some props. He
I was
says,
going to mention it.
good job to your Oilers beating my Golden Knights. Vegas went 0-2 over the weekend in Canada.
And the Oilers are tied for second.
And they've been terrible.
I know it.
In our opinion.
Hey, they got a new goalie. Did you see that?
No.
They traded Skinner and Ingram. They got a new goalie.
I like Skinner.
He's been terrible.
Yeah. All right. All right, NFL playoff
Thank you,
picture.
Patrick.
Thank you, Patrick. Appreciate it. Before I get to Kentucky's win over St. John's, NFL playoff picture is kind of coming into light. Now, if the Colts lose tonight, and they're playing the Niners, and yes, Phillip Rivers is a quarterback, a lot more teams will clinch a playoff spot. Denver and New England are in the AFC. Those are the only 2 that are in. But if the Colts lose tonight, that gets Jacksonville in, it gets the Chargers in, and it gets Buffalo in. So keep all that in mind. NFC's a little bit clear. Seattle's in, Chicago's in, Philadelphia has won the division. The Rams are in, San Francisco is in.
Chicago's in because my Steelers.
5 of the 7 are in now. Here's a great number, and I talk about it every year. This is the 36th year in a row, Tony, that there will be at least 4 teams in the playoff that didn't make it last year. And that's why the NFL is great. Seattle wasn't in the playoffs last year. Chicago wasn't in the playoffs last year. Denver, New England, not in the playoffs last year. They've all clinched spots. And that's what makes the NFL great.
And if Carolina can take care of business, they have the driver's seat because they played Tampa Bay last week, and they'll be in.
But they got to beat Seattle this week.
Right.
And then they play at Tampa.
Who's Tampa?
What's that sound? Oh, let's go to the M&M Carnage Hotline. Good morning, Buzz.
Good morning, guys. Merry Christmas.
Same to you, buddy.
Hey, I just had one quick question. I know you guys moved on to the pros, but the pass breakup of the Miami-Texas A&M game, the play before the interception.
Yes.
It sure looked like there was helmet-to-helmet contact on a receiver who really hadn't hit the ground, and nobody said anything. The game crew, there was no talk of it at all, and I was just wondering, did I just not see it right?
And the guy that got hurt was the Miami guy that initiated the helmet.
Hit him. Yeah.
No, I think you're right. I'm surprised they didn't at least buzz, no pun intended, buzz down and check it at least, but nobody did. Yeah, it was a little bit surprising because they check everything. You know, you'll see games where you go, why are they even checking that? And I agree with you, Buzz. I thought there was a possibility that, a probability that they were going to call down, but they didn't. Yeah, I was surprised.
And even the announcing team didn't even say anything.
Didn't mention it.
Going back to when I played, back in the dark ages, but that would have just been a great football play, and everything would have gone on.
Yeah,
but in
somebody
today's
been
world,
dead.
Yeah.
Head to head.
It's a different story.
With the helmet you guys had, somebody would have been dead.
I still think that the players would be safer if they went back to leather helmets because you wouldn't lead with your head like they do today.
No, that's for sure. But for good reasons, Buzz, that's never going to happen.
I think they should all go to the Marvin the Martian helmets.
Those the big
would be
the new
cool.
one. I do
I'm with you, Tony.
I do like the new helmet thing with some more and more guys you see are wearing these things now. These protective
Anything to protect
caps.
these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you,
It's
Buzz.
just simple physics. They're so big and fast.
It's crazy.
The collisions, but I'll get off listening to the show. Great job, guys.
Hey, I gotta have
Merry
you.
Christmas, Happy New Year.
Hey, I gotta have you in here one day next week.
I can do it.
I'm
You
out.
good next week?
I'm-
Tony's in Florida next week, so I'm gonna get you in here one day next week.
Yeah, just let me know what day you want me, and I'll be there.
You got it.
And make sure you got that orange brown shirt on. I couldn't even see him, John. That sucker's so bright.
Have the Browns been eliminated from the playoffs yet?
It was in October that they were eliminated.
I tell you what, I'll wear my Myles Garrett jersey. That's one positive thing we can say.
Just don't tackle me.
No, that couldn't happen.
Thank you, buddy. Merry Christmas.
Happy
We'll talk to
holidays,
you.
buddy.
Merry Christmas, guys. See ya.
Oh, it's always good to hear from the Buzz, man. Yeah, that was an interesting, I don't want to call it a non-call, but non-review.
I should have told him that if the Browns lose to the Steelers this weekend, he's got to don some Steelers next week.
I don't think he'll ever wear anything that says Pittsburgh Steelers.
I'll bring him something.
I was going to say, bring a hat or a shirt.
Unless he's got diarrhea and he might put some Steelers underwear on. That'd be about it.
Buzz he's a team player. He'd do it.
By the way, best catch I've seen this year, Kenneth Gainwell yesterday. Did you see this?
He's
catch
awesome.
for the Steelers. First of all, he got interfered with. He's laying on the ground on a bomb. It's a bomb from Rodgers, and the ball just kind of hits his arm while he's laying on the ground, and it never touches the ground. How soft was that pass to not just bounce off his arm?
Right.
And he just pulled it in and got up and scored a touchdown. It was crazy.
The fact that he wasn't touched either
Yeah.
was crazy.
I mean, he was touched because he was interfered with, but he wasn't touched after he got the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And to have the wherewithal to jump up and run the last 7 yards was even greater. So I'm nominating that one, Scooter, for catch of the year. It was unreal. All right, Kentucky 78, St. John's 66. It was 32-25 Red Storm at halftime, Tony, and you could just feel the air in the Big Blue Nation bubble just slowly seeping out like this season is over.
Well, it started way before then when Jalen Lowe came in the game and was in the game for seconds and went running off the court. Everybody thought,
he's done.
he's done for the year. We lost our point guard our season. We can't play without a point guard.
And Jaden Quaintance came in the first half. He gave you some life. He made his first shot. Played well on the defensive end, and you could tell first of all, how huge is this guy physically?
He made Ejiofor not look big.
Right.
It's incredible. And I don't know what he's listed at, 6'11"?
6'10" they had, I saw today.
He's 7 foot.
For sure.
His arms are long, too.
And he's thick.
Yeah. You see why he's a top NBA
Yes,
prospect.
absolutely. But the Low injury, you're right, just black cloud.
Yeah, it was like the cloud over Kentucky won't stop.
And he's holding the shoulder. He's going straight to the locker room. Everything that could have looked bad looked bad.
And remember last year, Lamont Butler. It hurt Kentucky so bad, Lamont Butler hurt his shoulder, and you keep going, wow, 2 years in a row, your point guard?
Yeah.
I mean, but he came back, too. I know we're talking about Quaintance, but, boy, when Lowe came back, he was awful good, too, wasn't he?
He was awful good. I got to interrupt my UK talk here for just a second. It's just come down the pike. Guess who the new offensive coordinator is? Don't look it up, Scooter. For Bill Belichick and the North Carolina Tar Heels.
Tom Brady?
I'll give you one guess.
Tom Brady.
You are incorrect.
Oh.
It's got to his girlfriend.
That is a great guess. And because that's such a great guess, I'm going to give you one more.
You gonna give me
I'm
one
gonna
more?
give you one more because that's a funny joke.
It's got to be somebody.
Somebody's connected with.
No, it's not anybody
No?
he's connected.
There's no connection.
Not that I'm aware of.
Oh, I got it. Mark Stoops?
No, no. Mark Stoops, a defensive guy, but no. Offensive coordinator. He is a guy he's coached a number of teams. He shouldn't be a coach anymore. He's gotten into trouble. He's done dumb stuff. He's bailed on his team before.
Bobby Petrino.
Bobby Petrino, come on down.
What?
Oh my goodness.
The new North Carolina
Are they going to
offensive
protest
coordinator.
the whole team?
Wow. All right, back to UK basketball. I just had to get that in before everybody heard
Breaking
about
news.
it. This is breaking news.
Maybe he sees an opportunity there.
Maybe he's going after Belichick's girlfriend.
Or knows,
Wow.
or knows she's got
Wow.
or knows she has some friends.
What's your name? Jordan? Oh, you ever been on a motorcycle? Anyway. 14-0 run in the second half, Tony, and that crowd in Atlanta, it felt like Catlanta at that point.
Yeah, it did.
Because, and I heard from people who were there were no Ohio State people there. Carolina had a decent showing, but not great. And
St. John's.
Nobody from St. John's.
Spike
Very
was
small.
Spike out on the floor?
Very small. Well, no, Patino's old players were there.
I thought Spike might have been on
I
there.
didn't think Spike was there. Derek Anderson was there, and
Jared Prickett.
Prickett was there.
Kenny Klein sitting right next to
Kenny
him.
Yeah, I
Klein.
could see old Kenny.
Kenny's got it. He's
living a good life.
Kenny's got it made.
He
Let me
does.
tell you. Otega Owe, 20 points and 5 rebounds. Here's what Lowe and Quaintance do for Owe. They let him just be Owe.
Yep.
He doesn't have to handle the ball.
You're exactly right.
He doesn't have to create his own shot, although he can still do that. He can just play the way he played last year. Am I wrong?
No. And add Diabate in there. The energy with Diabate, Quaintance, and Lowe is totally different. And I love Colin Chandler, and I love Trent Noah, but ball screen defense, they're not very good. And those other guys bring energy. And if Diabate and Quaintance how hard they play, I don't care how good they are, it's totally different than Kentucky looked earlier in the year. And I know it's one game. But St. John's is good.
There are guys that are going to lose minutes here.
Oh, yeah.
And you hope it doesn't disrupt what togetherness is left on this team, because it felt like there wasn't a whole lot of togetherness on this team.
Well, when you're struggling, it always goes that way.
Lowe had 13 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, but what he did most importantly was just get the ball up. They
Controlled it.
couldn't get the ball in bounds sometimes when he was not in the game. And when they got it to him, guess what? St. John's just backed off, said he's going to get it across, so let's go play defense on the other end.
But what he does is he gets guys in the right position because he has the ball, and he kind of, scopes the area with the ball, and they couldn't do that before. Aberdeen can play a backup point guard, but he can't be the guy that has the ball all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, the thing I really, really liked about him was it just calmed the offense down. Don't you? I mean,
Well,
it really did.
when he was in there, they got great shots.
Cam Williams.
Cam
all of a
Williams
sudden hit some shots.
Hit a couple threes off of what? Jalen Lowe assists.
Yep.
He had 11 points. Quaintance had 10 points, 8 rebounds, a couple of offensive rebound putback dunks that were impressive. And I don't want to overlook Malachi Moreno here.
Yeah.
I told you when we were off the air, 8 points, 9 rebounds, kept them in the game early.
Had the first 6.
Kept them attached early. Had a couple of block shots in there as well. Moreno, I saw him at the King of the Bluegrass last night, as a matter of fact. But he was really good when he was in there. Now, we didn't see the Andrew, what's his last name? Yelich?
Yelovich.
Oh, Yelovich hasn't played.
He hasn't played.
He won't.
Chandler sat most of the second half. Trent Noah didn't get in after halftime. You're going to see some guys. Aberdeen actually lost some minutes here. You're going to see some guys lose some minutes. But this team, the guys that Pope went to late in the Indiana game and late in this game are the guys that he felt comfortable being in there. And it worked.
But here's the other thing, too, about that. These other guys are going to have to play harder in practice. They're going to have to they're gonna, they can't. I'm not gonna say mistakes, but you have to play with energy. And if you're not playing with energy, there's other guys that are gonna play. I mean, they've had depth, but they haven't had. Rick Pitino said it best in his interview. Rick Pitino says, crazy Kentucky fans.
He chastised the media a little bit.
Yeah, he said when you're missing two of your best players, you're not going to be. Well, yeah.
He said they got their best players back. He goes, and one of them's your point guard.
Yeah.
He said they got them back, and look at them now.
And one of them's a monster.
Yeah, he was kind of chastising the Kentucky media. Of course, he is familiar with the Kentucky media. Kentucky out-rebounded St. John's 39-28, which against the Rick Pitino team, that's pretty good. Next up, Bellarmine tomorrow, 1 o'clock, SEC Plus. And then they'll open conference play at Alabama. And their first few conference games, Tony, I don't know if you want to pull that up, but their first
I got it right.
Few conference games. They do have Mississippi State as one of them at home and Missouri. But then the next two.
Well, then LSU. But then they go Tennessee.
It's at LSU, though, and at Tennessee, right?
Yep.
So if they can win the Alabama game, all of a sudden you got some winnable games early there, home games, Mississippi State and Missouri, I think. But you got some winnable games that you can take an early lead in the SEC if you can go down to Alabama, beat Alabama, which is not an easy thing.
Yeah, Alabama's 16th ranked. Like I said, Missouri, Mississippi State at home. Then you play LSU. Then you got Tennessee. You got Texas at home. But what about Vanderbilt? Vanderbilt's kicking butt. They're down the road.
They put a 98 spot up yesterday.
Wake Forest.
They beat Wake Forest by 31.
They haven't lost a game.
Yeah, they're good.
But the Alabama-Kentucky game will be very interesting, and that's a nooner on the 3rd.
A nooner. Nothing better than a nooner. We'll take a break, come back. Birthday's coming up. The Hoosiers play tonight, and we'll talk briefly about Louisville's win over Montana. Spears on Sports presented by M&M Cartage, Big A. Welcome back. Spears on Sports presented by M&M Carnage. John, Tony, Scooter on this Monday. Final segment.
Woohoo!
Final segment before Christmas for me.
On a Thursday.
So
For us?
well, Tony's coming in tomorrow, right?
That's right.
Merry Christmas to everybody out there. Hope you have a great holiday before I get out of here. I will be back next Monday, ready to go. I'm going to guess 3 shows next week, Scooter. Monday, Tuesday. Are we doing a New Year's Eve show?
I have no idea.
Early in the morning.
I haven't even thought about next week yet. Whatever
I
you want
haven't
to do.
either. You guys do what you want. I'll be listening on the beach.
Oh, yeah, you're gone.
I'll take
The
my headphones.
M&M Carnage hotline is closed.
Shut it now.
Game Day Men's Health text line still open, 414-1450. Get your last-minute text into the show, 414-1450. If you are just joining us, North Carolina is working toward hiring Bobby Petrino as the new offensive coordinator.
You know, him and Bill ought to get along great.
Dan Koob, who was at Channel 32 here for a few years back, a sports guy, I think he's in Philadelphia now. He tweeted out, Bill and Bobby, the ultimate coaching staff to relate to 20-year-olds. That's pretty good.
Well,
Pretty good. Well, to fool around with 20-year-olds, yeah. But I don't know if you're relating to the players. That's another question.
what personalities those two guys have.
Oh, my God. That's going to be incredible. All right, quickly, Louisville beat Montana 94-54.
Grizzlies.
The Grizzlies fall to 6-7.
Michael didn't even play one like that.
Michael Brown did not play. Kobe Rogers did not play. Again, that's 2 games in a row without Michael Brown Jr. Back issues. And just back problems is just a word nobody at any age wants to hear. But the former St. X Tigers, Will Hankey, Tony, and Cole Sherman combined for 5 points and 2 rebounds. So, go Tigers.
I didn't realize Sherman was the St. X guy.
Sherman hit a 3. Hankey hit a layup. And Will also had 2 rebounds. So, congrats to the walk-ons from St. X who got quality minutes in that win over Montana.
Well, he's got plenty of time to rest because Louisville's not playing until December 30th.
December 30th at
Cal.
California.
At 9 p.m.
That's the old Cal-Stanford road trip because they go to Stanford right after that to start the conference play.
That's a night. I mean, it's not late for Louisville.
9 o'clock ACC Network. It'll be 6 o'clock out in California. So they will have a
12-1 Cal Golden Bears. I don't think they beat anybody, but
and the Cards back home on the 6th of January is the next home game, and it's the Duke Blue Devils. So there you go. Indiana hosting Siena tonight. What's Siena's nickname, Tony?
Saints.
The Saints are 9-3, same record as the Hoosiers. Big Ten Network, 6 o'clock tip, Indiana, a 23.5-point favorite.
Going back to
that
Cal real
one.
quick, their only loss is to Kansas State at Kansas State, 99-96.
That's not a bad loss at all. Although they did give up 99 points.
Yeah.
I don't think Kansas State's good.
I'd like to know what Cal's best win is.
There's not Utah. I looked at
There's
it. Utah.
not. There's not one.
They beat Utah by 7.
All right, let's do birthdays. Birthdays, once again, sponsored by
Nobody.
Me. Ray Fiennes is 64, Scoots. Voldemort
Ah,
is 64 today.
who? What's his name?
Rafe, it's spelled Ralph. Spelled just like my dad's name, Ralph, but it's Rafe. Rafe Fiennes. He is 64 today.
He doesn't look like Voldemort.
Well, it's because he has a nose. Hector Elizondo is 90. You might know him from The Princess Bride or Pretty Woman. Hector Elizondo, 90 today. He was the hotel manager in Pretty Woman.
Yep.
Very funny guy. All right, get out the scooter meter for this one. Barbara Billingsley. Tony's laughing. Her most famous
Bee.
role is Beaver's mom
What's the line?
in Leave It to Beaver.
Don't.
That
What?
Ward, you were a little hard on the Beaver last
That's
night.
exactly.
But anyway,
Who says that?
that's in the show
Yeah.
in the 60s. But I remember her from Airplane when she had a
Talking
cameo in
jive.
Airplane speaking jive. It was great. Born on this date in 1915, Scooter would have been 110 today.
If I go way back, we'll go 2.5.
She was the ultimate TV mom.
Yeah.
Housewife, took care of the boys, took care of her husband, cooked dinner every night.
That makes her
If they
endearing.
made her, back then, if they'd have made her look more modern, she might have moved up to Scooter Meter to a 3.
Absolutely. Megan Trainor, 32 today. Scooter, are you a Megan Trainor fan? It's all about the bass.
About that base. No, I'm not a Megan Trainor guy.
She does have a funny commercial with Patrick Mahomes for Allstate.
I tell you what, she lost after she had a baby. She lost a ton of weight. She's thin in that.
Yeah, that's
wasn't
no
that
good.
Thin.
The only Scooter doesn't like that.
That takes her down some.
Jordan Sparks. How about Jordan Sparks?
Oh, I think I like
singer,
Jordan Sparks.
36. I think she might be right up your alley.
Is she ever? Yeah, 4.5.
Her dad was a
4.5.
Yeah,
professional
she's good.
football player. She won. What's the show? The
Idol?
singing show. Idol. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Here's a couple, Tony. Maurice Gibb and Robin Gibb of the Bee Gees, both born on this day, 1949. I never knew they were twins.
Night fever, night.
I never knew they were biological twins. They're obviously not identical twins,
No, they're not.
but Barry's the only one left. Both of these guys have passed away. Maurice Gibb in 03 and Robin Gibb in 12, but they were both born on this day.
There's 2 Gibbs that were good-looking guys and 2 Gibbs.
Andy
that
and
were-
Barry got the looks,
Yeah.
and these 2 guys did not. Ted Cruz, Senator Ted Cruz, 55 today. Is that a celebrity birthday? I guess it is.
I guess.
Louisville native, Scooter Meter, get ready. Journalist Diane Sawyer is 80 today.
Go back way back on Diane.
Now, where did she go to high school? She went to U of L Law School. Is she a Seneca? It's not Seneca. Seneca is Jennifer Lawrence. Where did she go to high school, Diane Sawyer? She went in Louisville here. Atherton, maybe?
Jennifer go to Seneca or Manual?
Jennifer went to Seneca
Okay.
with Wes Unseld.
We'll go.
Not at the same
With
time.
Wes
Not at the same time.
We'll go 2 on Diane Sawyer.
2 on Diane Sawyer. She's 80 today, by the way. All right, sports-wise, Steve.
She went to Seneca, by the way.
She did go to Seneca, so there you go.
That's what I thought.
Steve Carlton is 81, former Phillies pitcher, Cardinals pitcher, left-hand Cy Young winner.
Yeah.
Steve Garvey, former Dodger first
Is he an
baseman,
MVP?
MVP, World Series champion, 77 today. Jacob Stallings is 36. I don't know who he's with now, but I know he caught for the Pirates,
He's caught for
the
bad
Marlins
teams.
at one time.
Free agent.
He is also the son of former Vanderbilt head basketball coach Kevin Stallings. Best punter in the history of the game.
Pat McAfee.
Ray Guy is 49.
They
Tony,
named the award
he's not
after
49.
him.
He was born in 1949. Died a few years back. You're pretty good when they call it the Ray Guy Award for the best punter. He made punting cool, actually.
Yeah.
Connie Mack, former manager in the major leagues,
I don't
born
think
on
he's
this date,
still alive.
1862. And Dan Devine, former Notre Dame football coach, born on this date, would have been 101.
Was he the one that came in behind Ara Parseghian?
He
think-
was after Ara Parseghian.
Yeah.
If you watch Rudy, then you know that. Because Rudy was going to get the dress, Ara quit, Dan Devine came in. And
Oh, the guys came
didn't
in
know
and said,
about it.
Rudy's got to play.
Rudy's gotta
Gotta
play. That game is that movie. Joe Montana says that movie is 90% fictional,
And Phoenix Hill Richard was
which bothers
there.
people.
Phoenix
but
Hill Richard and Middletown Mo were there at halftime.
So
They
they're
said
still-
all of a sudden they changed the scoreboard,
Georgia Tech.
and the players came running out on the field at halftime.
Overrated movie, yeah.
Oh, come on, it's good.
Joe Montana is so mad about that movie because he said it's just ridiculous.
They're all
But you
fictional.
know what? There's a lot of movies. There's a reason they're called movies, right? All right, Kentucky volleyball yesterday. Disappointing finish
Yeah.
to a great season. They beat Texas A&M 3-1 in the regular season, but Texas A&M,
Well,
come on down. You beat Nebraska, you beat Pitt, and you beat Kentucky.
beat Louisville too.
You've earned this.
Reverse sweep. Louisville.
Yes, you have earned this national championship.
And
They're first in volleyball.
And Kentucky had the opportunity to win that first set, and when
Yeah.
that happened, that second set, they picked a bad time to stop, sniffing glue, as they would say.
Really, sniffing glue. All right, I guess I'm not going to get to the NFL. Jacksonville.
We'll do it tomorrow, won't we, Scoot?
That's right.
Jacksonville wins in Denver. That's impressive.
That's impressive.
Pittsburgh winning in Detroit is impressive when Detroit was up against it and now probably not going to make the playoffs. The second week in a row, the Chiefs quarterback tore an ACL. Gardner Minshew goes out, and my Titans beat the Chiefs. Not that it matters. The Thursday night game was great. Seattle over the Rams, 38-37. They go for 2 in overtime and win it. And then New England over Baltimore last night. Lamar Jackson leaves early with back. He took a knee to the back, and it didn't look good.
Buffalo Mafia weren't real happy about that, were they? That comeback.
They were not. That doesn't.
Bills Mafia were.
They're going to get in the playoffs, the Bills. So
Yeah.
if you're the Bills, you're going to get in, and Baltimore's not going to be there. Joe Burrow's not going to be there. Patrick Mahomes is not going to be there.
But there's good teams. Look at those records.
But
man.
if not now, win if you're Buffalo.
Here we go. Steelers.
Here
come
we
the
go,
Steelers.
Steelers.
Here
San
we
Francisco
go.
and the Colts tonight.
Here we go.
I'm
Steelers.
taking the Niners and giving
Bad move.
Phillip Rivers 5.5.
Bad move.
They carry Rivers off like Rudy.
Have a great
go.
Christmas. Tony will fill in tomorrow. Well, he'll be here tomorrow. Thanks for listening. Spears on Sports presented by M&M Cartage. Big X.